Finding your way back. A journey of rediscovering faith. This journey is not just about the destination, but about the experiences and lessons learned along the way. Life is a journey, full of twists and turns. Each path we take, each decision we make, shapes our story and our faith. Sometimes we find ourselves drifting away from our faith. It can happen gradually, almost unnoticed, or suddenly like a storm that catches us off guard. Maybe doubts crept in, or life's challenges shook our beliefs. These moments of uncertainty can feel overwhelming, leaving us questioning everything we once held dear. It's okay, we've all been there. Every person on earth, regardless of their background or experiences, faces moments of spiritual doubt and confusion. God never stops loving you. His love is constant, unwavering, and ever-present, even when we feel lost or distant. He waits patiently, like a loving parent, ready to welcome you back with open arms. Just as a parent rejoices in the return of a lost child, so does God rejoice in our return to Him. Returning to faith is a beautiful journey. It's a path filled with hope, renewal, and rediscovery. It's about rediscovering the God who knows you best, the one who understands your fears, your dreams, and your deepest desires. It's like coming home after a long trip, the familiar warmth and comfort of being in a place where you are truly known and loved. You remember the warmth, the love, the sense of belonging. These feelings remind us of the deep connection we have with our faith and with God. God's love is always there, waiting for you. Like the sun that rises each day, His love is a constant presence in our lives. No matter what, you'll always be welcome in His presence. There is no mistake too great, no distance too far, that can separate you from His love. This journey back to God is personal. It's a unique path that only you can walk, guided by your heart and your faith. It's about rekindling your unique relationship with Him, a relationship built on trust, love, and deep understanding. So, let's take a step forward in rediscovering joy and peace through letting your faith guide you back to the light. When life throws curveballs, the story of Job. Life can be tough, it can be unpredictable, and often throw us into situations we never imagined. We face trials and tribulations that test our faith. These moments can be incredibly challenging, pushing us to our limits and making us question everything we believe in. The Bible is full of stories about people who went through difficult times. These stories serve as reminders that we are not alone in our struggles. Job's story is a powerful example. It shows us that even the most righteous and faithful can face immense suffering.
I was a good man, blessed with wealth and family. Suddenly I lost everything. My children, my health, my possessions, all gone in an instant.
His friends and family questioned his faith. They couldn't understand why such misfortune would befall someone so good and pious. They wondered why bad things happened to a good person. It seemed unfair and inexplicable.
Job suffered greatly. His pain was both physical and emotional, and it seemed never-ending. He questioned God, but he never lost his faith. Despite his suffering, he continued to believe in God's wisdom and justice.
Job remained faithful. His unwavering belief in God's plan was a testament to his strength and devotion. Even when he didn't understand, he couldn't see the bigger picture, but he trusted that there was one. He knew God was still in control. This trust gave him the strength to endure his trials. Job's story reminds us that suffering is a part of life. It's something we all experience at some point. It doesn't mean God has abandoned us. In fact, it often means the opposite. In fact, it's often during these tough times that our faith is strengthened. We learn to rely on God more deeply and find a resilience we didn't know we had. Job's story also shows us that there is hope. After his trials, Job was restored and blessed even more abundantly than before. His faithfulness was rewarded, and his story serves as a beacon of hope for all who suffer. So, when life throws its curveballs, remember Job. His story teaches us that faith, even in the darkest times, can lead to unimaginable blessings. Mary's unwavering trust, a testament to faith. Her story is one of the most profound examples of faith and trust in divine providence. Mary, the mother of Jesus, also faced immense challenges. From the moment she received the angel's message, her life was forever changed. Imagine being told you'll give birth to the Son of God. The weight of such a revelation is unimaginable. It was a daunting task, full of uncertainty and risk. Yet Mary embraced it with grace and humility, trusting in God's plan for her.
My faith was tested. In moments of doubt and fear, I found myself questioning everything. I had to trust God completely. It wasn't easy, but I knew that surrendering to His will was the only way forward.
This young woman showed incredible courage. Her strength and resilience are a testament to her deep faith. She said yes to God's plan even though she didn't fully understand it. Her acceptance was an act of pure faith. Mary's journey teaches us about unwavering trust. Her life was filled with moments that tested her faith, yet she remained steadfast. We may not always understand God's plan, but we can trust His goodness. In times of uncertainty, we can look to Mary as a guiding light. We can find peace in knowing He is always with us. His presence provides comfort and assurance even in the darkest times. Mary's life is a powerful example of faith in action. Her story encourages us to trust in God's plan, no matter how daunting it may seem. Her willingness to say yes to God, despite the unknowns, is an inspiration to us all. It reminds us that faith is not about having all the answers, but about trusting the one who does. Step by step, reigniting your spiritual flame. Returning to faith is a journey. It's like rekindling a fire. Start small, take one step at a time. Soon, you'll feel the warmth of God's love. Begin with prayer. Talk to God honestly. Share your doubts, fears, and desires. He's listening and He cares. Reconnect with your faith community. Find a church or group where you feel welcome and loved. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people can strengthen your faith. Read the Bible. Start with a passage that resonates with you. The Bible is filled with stories of hope, forgiveness, and God's love. It's a source of strength and guidance. Section 5. Finding comfort in prayer. Talking to God. Prayer is simply talking to God. It's like having a heart-to-heart conversation with a close friend. Share your joys, your worries, your dreams. God wants to hear it all. Don't worry about fancy words, just speak from your heart. God cares more about your sincerity than your eloquence. He is always there to listen and offer comfort. Prayer is a two-way conversation. Listen for God's guidance. He speaks in quiet whispers, through your thoughts, feelings, and even other people. The more you pray, the more connected you'll feel to God. It's like strengthening a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Prayer brings peace, hope, and direction. Section 6. The power of community, seeking support and fellowship. Faith is a journey best shared with others. Find a church or community group where you feel comfortable. Surround yourself with people who will uplift and encourage you. Being part of a faith community can help you grow spiritually. You'll learn from others, share experiences, and support each other on your faith journeys. Fellowship provides a sense of belonging. It reminds us that we're not alone on this journey. We all need each other, and together, we can grow closer to God. Look for a community that welcomes you with open arms, a place where you can be yourself, ask questions, and grow in your faith without judgment. Section 7. Exploring the Scriptures, rediscovering God's Word. The Bible is a treasure chest of wisdom, guidance, and inspiration. It's God's love letter to us, filled with stories, teachings, and promises. Don't be afraid to dive in. Start with a book that interests you. The Gospels are a great place to begin, as they share the life and teachings of Jesus. As you read, look for God's message for you. Highlight verses that resonate with you. Reflect on how they apply to your life. Reading the Bible doesn't have to be a chore. Try joining a Bible study group for discussions and insights. The Bible comes alive when shared with others. Section 8. Embracing forgiveness, healing old wounds. Forgiveness is essential for spiritual growth. Holding on to anger and resentment only hurts us. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Start by forgiving yourself. We all make mistakes. God's love and forgiveness are always available. Accept His grace and move forward with a clean slate. Then, work on forgiving others. It's not easy, but it's a powerful step towards healing. Remember, forgiveness doesn't excuse the wrong, it frees us from the pain. Forgiveness brings freedom and peace. It allows us to let go of the past and move forward with God's love and grace in our hearts. Section 9. Living with purpose, aligning your life with God's plan. God has a unique plan for each of us. As we draw closer to Him, we discover our purpose. It's like a puzzle. Each piece fits perfectly to reveal the bigger picture. Spend time in prayer, asking God to reveal His plan. He often speaks through our passions, talents, and even our challenges. Don't be afraid to step out in faith. Sometimes we need to take a leap of faith and trust God to catch us. He'll equip us with everything we need. Living with purpose brings a sense of fulfillment and joy. When we align our lives with God's plan, we experience His blessings and make a difference in the world. Section 10. The joy of reconciliation, experiencing God's love anew. Coming back to God is like coming home after a long journey. It's a joyous reunion filled with love, acceptance, and forgiveness. God welcomes us with open arms no matter how far we've strayed. His love is unconditional. He rejoices when we return to Him. Embrace the joy of reconciliation. Let go of guilt and shame. You are loved, forgiven, and accepted. This renewed relationship with God brings peace, hope, and purpose. It's a fresh start, a chance to experience His love in a deeper way. Section 11. Never give up. God's love for you is unwavering. The journey back to faith may have its ups and downs. There might be times when you doubt or struggle, but remember, God's love for you never fades. He is always there for you, ready to catch you when you fall and guide you through the storms. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Each day is a new opportunity to grow closer to God. Keep praying, keep seeking Him, and trust in His timing. You are never too far gone for God to reach you. He is patiently waiting with open arms, ready to welcome you back into His loving embrace.